Okay, so firstly, let's start by talking about yourself.
Okay, so I'm currently a student in Vichy High School, and I'm a man of many interests. So for the better part of the last 3 years, I wear a lot of hats, such as I am a volunteer, and I also become a manager in a debate team in my school.
Very good. So, what do you find most interesting about your study?
Um, to be honest, at my school we have a, to study a lot of subjects, but I feel like I'm keen on math because when I study math, I can calculate faster than usual. And furthermore, I feel like I can share my interests with other people easily because like our critical thinking gonna be improved a lot if we um
So, which is more important to you, the teachers or the other students?
um I suppose that both of them have their own perks because if we have a teacher such as a teacher, uh, they will have skills and like they have a lot of experience that we can find the best solutions for our problems. And but I have to say that it's gonna be a great choice if we learn from our partners, such as our classmates, because they are at the same age with us, so they have the same thinking that their express to a problem is really easy to understand. Also, their way to deal with this also helps us feel more familiar with.
Mhm. So, how much time do you spend studying every week?
To be honest, because I'm in a class for gifted students, so I have a really hectic schedule. I have to spend more than 3 hours a day. That means that I have to study for more than 20 hours per week in order to master my major at school.
Okay, now let's talk about musical instruments. So, which musical instrument do you like listening to most and why?
Um, I'm going to piano because since I was young, my grandparents used to be a musician, so he taught me a lot of skills in piano. So I feel like I can feel the melody better than other people. And
Mm.
I feel like piano is a kind of instrument that have really clear sound, and also it helps me to release stress a lot. So I feel like um, listening to the piano is my great choice, greatest choice.
Okay. So, have you ever learned to play a musical instrument?
Yes, as I have mentioned before, I used to learn to play the piano since I was really young age. That I feel like it's really beneficial for me because these days I can join in music club without worrying too much about the results because I have been trained since the past by my grandfather.
hmm So, do you think children should learn to play an instrument at school?
Definitely yes, but it also should depends on their um ambition and their characteristics because like it's not a compulsory subject at school, but if they're a class for children who have the common thread, it's gonna be best for us to improve their imagination and their skills as well.
hmm Now, let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about language. So, what languages can you speak?
Accepting from Vietnamese, I can speak um English and also Korean. To talk about Korean, I am a film binge that I spend a lot of time watching K dramas. So it's like like is the way to learn language naturally, that we use films or music, I mean songs, to learn a language. So I feel
Mhm.
like I can, though I can speak three of the languages, but I feel most confident in Korean.
Mhm. So, how do you usually learn a foreign language?
Just in my free time, for me, after school time, I also join a club that in that we have the partners who are share the same interest with us, so we can have a common thread and we can discuss with each other the way to study better.
Okay. So, how are languages taught and learned in your school?
As a other state school in my country, we just we just join a class with many students and have a tutor, I mean a teacher. Uh, from that, they will teach us the theory, also pronunciation and how to use it. I mean, how to use it, the language. And after a week, we also have the practical lessons that we can uh, hang out and we can gain more knowledge about language through some lessons with the volunteers.
Very good. Now, let's move on to your part two. Your topic here is describe a difficult task that you completed at work or at your school that you felt proud of. Okay, can you see the question?
Okay,
You're gonna have 1 minute. Are you ready?
okay.
Yeah, you can start. Okay, you're gonna have 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes, okay.
Okay, you can start.
Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about the IELTS program. That it is a competition in my school that it is held annually for new beginners at school. And I have to say that this show features a quiz competition with contestants attempting to win a top prize and by answering a series of multiple choice questions, usually of increasing difficulty. And after that, we can be rewarded and become the best student in my school. Um, the questions gonna be revolves some topics that relate to our subjects at school, like science, math, vitamin, and English as well. I've been a loyal fan of this show since I was in a primary school for its interesting content. So to do in the show, the contestants might be very knowledgeable, like kind of Mr. Know-all. And luckily, I feel like I'm lucky enough to answer more than 10 questions, and for the finally result, I become the winner. This task is really difficult for not only me but also all of the students at my school because we require a lot of knowledge about everything in our life. You know, like my prize um is not really prestigious, but I feel like really proud of it because I can pass more than 200 competitors at my school to become the winner. And from that, I can gain a lot of knowledge about everything. And I have a scholarship.
Okay, time's up. Thank you.
A scholarship.
Now, let's move on to your part three. I have two questions for you. What are the things that normally make people feel proud of?
Maybe the feeling of satisfaction is not only, you know, like it not means that when we receive any big things that we proud of, but also the small things. Like when you go fishing, if you can catch a fish, you will be really proud of you because you can, like you can receive the deserved result for you. And also like if you can fulfill your ambition, you will feel really happy and feel proud of yourself.
So, do people often feel proud of themselves when they complete a difficult task?
Definitely yes, because the more difficult the test is, like the more happiness you're gonna gain. And this is maybe because when you fulfill a hard task, you feel like you um are the best version of yourself, and everyone gonna be to accept your personality, and they will admire you a lot with your effort that you put in your task.
Okay.